There are certain moments in WWE history that have not only moved wrestling fans, but also touched the hearts of people around the world. In today's video, we'll look back at 5 of the most emotional and unforgettable moments that continue to live on deeply in the hearts of WWE fans to this day. Number 5. The Undertaker's emotional farewell. The Undertaker, famously known as the Dead Man, officially announced his retirement at WrestleMania 33. In what was billed as his final match, he faced Roman Reigns. Though he lost the match, it was more than just a result. It was the end of a legendary era. After the match, Undertaker slowly removed his iconic Gothic hat, gloves, and trench coat, placing them in the center of the ring. This symbolic gesture sent chills to the crowd, leaving fans emotional and speechless. The entire stadium echoed with chants of "Thank you, Taker," as WWE Universe collectively paid tribute to one of the greatest characters in wrestling history. His farewell wasn't just about a wrestler retiring. It felt like the closing chapter of an unforgettable era. The Undertaker had carried WWE on his back for decades, and his exit marked the end of something deeply special. Fans across the globe were moved to tears, knowing they had witnessed a final bow of a living legend who defined loyalty, mystery, and dominance in professional wrestling. Number 4. Ric Flair's career ends at the hands of Shawn Michaels. At WrestleMania 24, WWE fans witnessed one of the most emotional matches in history. Shawn Michaels versus Ric Flair in a career versus career match. Flair, a 16-time world champion and one of wrestling's all-time greats, put everything on the line. The match was intense, filled with emotion and storytelling at its finest. In the end, Shawn Michaels defeated Ric Flair, forcing him into retirement. But it wasn't the win that left fans in tears. It was the aftermath. As Flair struggled to stand, Shawn looked at him with tear-filled eyes and whispered the now iconic words, "I'm sorry. I love you," before delivering the final sweet chin music. After the pin, Michaels embraced Flair, and the entire stadium rose in emotional ovation. Fans cried. Superstars backstage cried. Ric Flair himself cried. It was the end of an era, the retirement of a legend, and a reminder of how much heart exists in professional wrestling. Flair's departure was a tribute to his unmatched legacy, and that final moment between him and Michaels remains one of the most touching scenes in WWE history. Number 3. John Cena's heartbreaking loss to Roman Reigns. John Cena's return to WWE after several years away was one of the most highly anticipated moments in recent memory. He stepped into the ring at SummerSlam to face Roman Reigns, the reigning Universal Champion. Fans hoped to see Cena rise again, but instead, they witnessed the dominant Reigns overpower him in the main event. The loss wasn't just a defeat, it felt like a possible farewell. After the match, Cena stood alone in the ring, absorbing the moment. Fans began chanting, "Thank you, Cena," realizing this to be the end of an era. Cena, visibly emotional, waved to the crowd and saluted, leaving the arena in silence. It was a deeply moving moment, not just because of the loss, but because of everything Cena had given WWE over the years, his hustle, loyalty, and respect. His possible goodbye touched the hearts of millions. Whether temporary or final, that moment reminded fans just how much Cena meant to WWE, and how hard it is to say goodbye to a true hero of the ring. Number 2. Shawn Michaels' retirement after losing to The Undertaker. At WrestleMania 26, the stakes were as high as they could be. The Undertaker's undefeated streak versus Shawn Michaels' career. The match was a masterpiece of storytelling, athleticism, and raw emotion. Both men pushed each other to the limit. But in the end, the Dead Man emerged victorious, forcing Shawn Michaels to retire. As the final bell rang, Michaels stood up slowly, looking around the stadium filled with tearful fans. He knelt in the ring, thanked everyone, and slowly walked away from the squared circle, his home for over 2 decades. The crowd gave him a standing ovation, chanting his name with love and gratitude. It wasn't just a retirement. It was a goodbye to one of the greatest performers WWE had ever seen. Michaels' farewell was raw and genuine, filled with emotion and grace. His passion, charisma, and unforgettable matches had left an unshakable mark on WWE. Fans will never forget that bittersweet moment when Mr. WrestleMania took his final bow under the bright lights of the grandest stage of them all, Number 1. WWE's emotional tribute after the September 11 attacks. Following the tragic events of September 11, 2001, WWE became the first major entertainment organization to host a live event. That episode of SmackDown was not just a wrestling show. It was a tribute, a unifying moment for a grieving nation. The event opened with WWE Chairman Vince McMahon delivering a heartfelt speech. He stood in the center of the ring, visibly emotional, declaring that Americans would stand strong together and united in the face of tragedy. Wrestlers and fans alike were overwhelmed with emotion. The arena was filled with American flags, tribute messages, and a somber, respectful atmosphere. This moment transcended sports entertainment. It became a symbol of hope, resilience, and togetherness. Superstars set aside their rivalries, and the entire WWE universe came together to mourn, reflect, and honor those who were lost. That night showed the world that WWE was more than just a show. It was a family. It was a platform for healing. Even today, that episode of SmackDown is remembered as one of the most emotional and powerful moments in WWE history.